after telling Coach Stephen Keshi, we don't want you anymore. The Nigerian Football Federation are now talking to former Super Eagles captain Sunday Oliseh for the vacant Super Eagles job. Hello and welcome. We're back again with another action-packed edition of sports. This morning we're broadcasting live from Channels Television Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. It's always a delight to have you join us. My name is Austin Okonakwa and welcome on board. Now, what's going on with the Super Eagles of Nigeria? Well, it seems the Nigeria Football Federation, they want to replace Coach Stephen Keshi on time. Is Sunday Oliseh the man? That's the question we've been asking since yesterday, and oh my God, we're getting loads of messages on Twitter and on Facebook, and we love it. Keep them coming. Can Sunday Oliseh lead the Super Eagles of Nigeria to glory? Can he actually make the Nigerian Football Federation not to feel bad about the sacking of Coach Stephen Keshi? Keep talking to us because we'll keep talking about this one till a new coach for the Super Eagles is employed. Okay, quickly, let's take a look at what's going down today at the Federation Cup as action continues in the round of 32. Can the Kukuruku Dragons continue the fairy tale that they have shown us this year at the Federation Cup? We'll get to know. Actions will resume today all across the country, and we will be keeping an eye on that one. Over to Wimbledon now, where these four are still pushing on. They are the last four standing: Serena Williams, Gabin Muguruza, and of course, Agnieszka Radwanska and Maria Sharapova. They are the last four standing in the women's category for this year Wimbledon that is going on. But for the men, what a scare for Novak Djokovic, but he showed champion stuff coming back to beat Anderson. He will be facing Maris Cilic in the next round. What's going on with Floyd Mayweather Jr.? Yes, he's been stripped of the title, the WBO title. Remember that belt he won after beating Manny Pacquiao? But will he be appealing the verdict? That's the question today, because Floyd Mayweather Jr. are no words yet, but there are talks that he will be appealing the verdict so as to keep the belt. But in the meantime, the WBO has confirmed that that belt should go back to Timothy Bradley. It's posted this morning on Channels Television, action-packed to all those sports. Yes, you know, we're getting ready for a new season. Steven Gerrard is no more with Liverpool of England. He's getting ready for a new challenge with his new club, of course, the LA Galaxy. Let's listen to Gerrard. He's pretty optimistic that he will do well in the United States of America, and we'll come back, we'll talk about it. Don't go anywhere, stay with us.
I'm very excited to be here. The game on Saturday can't come quick enough. I've had a wonderful reception of the supporters, of all the staff around the place, and even more importantly of my teammates, and I can't wait to get playing with them. We've got a fantastic team here, a fantastic setup, and if I can just add a little bit to that and contribute to the best of my ability, I think the future can be really bright. So, you know, as I say, I'm really happy to be here, so excited. My family are settling in really well, and now it's just down to business, which is performing on the pitch. Exciting to be a member of the LA Galaxy. You mentioned two names there, David Beckham and Landon Donovan, who've contributed terrifically well for this football club. You know, if I can follow in their footsteps, I'll be very, very happy. You know, David's a hero of mine, someone who I was lucky to play with. He's a fantastic guy and a wonderful footballer. He's certainly someone who I leaned on for advice and asked a few questions before I decided to come here.
So that's it, former Liverpool captain Steven Gerrard. Former. It's almost unbelievable that Steven Gerrard will leave Liverpool, but that's it. It's football. It can take you anywhere. He will be playing for the LA Galaxy, and he says he's ready for a new challenge. Sports this morning on channels, television, wherever you are in the world watching us. We invite you to be part of the program. Yes, because it's an action-packed world of sport, and all we want to do for you is keep up with the speed. What's going on with football in Nigeria? On Sunday, Coach Stephen Keshi was told, pack your load and go. Now we hear that the Nigerian Football Federation is speaking to former Super Eagles captain Sunday Oliseh. What's your take in all of this? Talk to us on Twitter. We're channels_sports, and on Facebook, we're channels-sports. You also want to send us an email. Yes, you can. It's sports this morning at channelstv.com. We're also taking a look at the Federation Cup, round of 32. They said there's a fairy tale going on. Kukuruku Dragons. Let's see if they can continue that fairy tale story. And just to also let you know that all our top stories can be viewed on our website. It's channelstv.com. You want to see some of the videos we're uploading, you can do that on our page, on our YouTube page is youtube.com/channelsweb. And you can also download the Channels app for your Android, Windows, the BlackBerry phones, and then you can be part of whatever we're doing here this morning. But we'll be pretty busy on Twitter and on Facebook because a lot of Nigerians, oh my God, Nigerians, they love their football. They've been talking about this move to bring in Sunday Oliseh as the new coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Let's get Tayo Salam into this one. Tayo, good to have you on the program.
Oh, yes, Austin, it's great to be here again. Yeah,
it's Sunday. Quickly, I don't want to waste any time. Is Sunday Oliseh the man? That's the question.
I can't answer that question, really. But first of all, let me just say that the departure of Stephen Keshi didn't really come as a surprise to me at all, because I feel it was on the horizon for a very long time. It just happened last week. That's it. But to Sunday Oliseh, I think it's a very interesting story because as a football legend, I don't think anyone is going to doubt that as a Nigerian football legend. But as a coach, we can't really reach any conclusions because he hasn't really managed before. That's why I say it's a very interesting one, and we'll see how it goes. Eventually, if this deal is confirmed, right now it's still talks and reports, and well, if the deal is confirmed, then we have a lot of time to actually analyze Sunday Oliseh.
I totally agree with you. So the man on your screen, Sunday Oliseh, former captain of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, was a member of the 1994 AFCON winning team. Also went to the World Cup in 1994 and 1998. What a screamer he scored against Spain in 1998. I think a lot of people remember that more than him coming to be a coach.
Austin, for obvious reasons, that goal against Spain is one for the ages. A lot of people still remember it because it was a real cracker of a strike, and Nigerians remember Sunday Oliseh for that. But in terms of his coaching antecedents and experience, we can't really say much about that, and for obvious reasons, he hasn't really managed before, even though I hear he's got some coaching, some really nice coaching and qualifications, but then it's a different ballgame having those qualifications than when you actually have to apply it and manage a proper team. It's two different ball games. So we have to wait and see what comes out of this one. But what I can say definitely is, and everybody will agree with me, is that when you're playing and when you're coaching, they're very different. Totally different skill sets are needed to do those two professions. So Austin, we just wait.
It's also the waiting game continues. But Nigerians cannot wait. I told you, they love their football, and they've been talking about this move to bring in Sunday Oliseh. But let me just add to what Tayo Salam just said. Sunday Oliseh has been working as a pundit, he's a sports consultant, and he's a member of the FIFA Technical Committee. So he's into what's going down right there at FIFA. But not much coaching experience, but he's been with Belgian lower league side Viator from 2008 and 2009. Oliseh holds a UEFA Pro license. So he holds the license, maybe knows a lot about coaching, but on this job, a lot of people say experience counts.
Yeah, definitely counts, and especially when you consider the Nigeria right now, we're in something really serious in terms of the AFCON 2017 qualification campaign, and some people might want to say it as an experiment in bringing someone like Oliseh into the job might be experimenting, and yeah, you can understand why he hasn't really managed a national team before, and for him to come and get the job to be the Super Eagles coach, if he does get it, then it's going to be totally different terrain for him. He's never done anything like that before in his life. But then some people argue and say if he doesn't get the opportunity, then how is he going to prove himself?
That's it.
So
That's
you can argue both ways.
Keshi started somewhere.
Exactly, yeah.
Vestov started somewhere.
Yes.
Jose Mourinho
started somewhere.
Yes. So let's see.
So
maybe Sunday Oliseh might just
perhaps. Yeah, perhaps. That's if he gets the job, though. We need to stress that he hasn't gotten the job yet, but we heard the talks, and the talks are actually in advanced stages. It'll be very interesting what comes out of this one, Austin. I just want something exciting for Nigeria, and I don't know if Oliseh is the man, but we'll find out. Okay, so pictures on your screen. Super Eagles players, one of their training for the AFCON qualifiers. They will be traveling to Dar es Salaam on September the 6th. Huge game against Tanzania. At the moment, no coach because Coach Stephen Keshi is chilling right now. I'll just let me quickly read this message that we're getting on Facebook, and please keep them coming. Chiwuba Moses, he says, Sunday Oliseh as Super Eagles coach is a no-no for me, not me, for Moses. Moses. He says it's a no-no for him. For one to be a good leader, he must have been a good follower. Oliseh has issues with submitting to authorities over him considering his antecedents. So says again, someone just pointed character, very important. Yeah, antecedents, right? That's what he said, and that's obviously Oliseh had issues in the past. In the past, we know we can't say for sure, but there's every chance he's a changed man now. There's every chance it's changed, and that's what we're waiting to find out. Okay, so I understand what the message they're saying, but then who knows? Oliseh might be a totally different animal at the moment, so we have to just give him the benefit of doubt. Okay, let's just take one more for this one. It's a really long one. I told you, Nigerians, they are passionate about their football. Please keep these messages coming. Chamberlain Chinwike Ezebube says, why are this group of people called the NFF out to ridicule our great players? If Oliseh ever accepts the offer, he will suffer same fate of Coach Stephen Keshi. Those men have no football development in their hearts. Oliseh should avoid the job if he wants to preserve the respect he gathered over the years as a player. Mr. Keshi was a king a few months ago, but now he is a monster. What do they take our champions for? Can you talk about Nigerian football and not talk about Coach Stephen Keshi? After ridiculing him, they want to pass him to Oliseh, and thereafter Okocha and Kanu, God knows the next victim. It's not the coach, it's not a new coach we want a new NFF. Wow, already. I thought this NFF just came in a few months ago. Austin, that's a very strong one. That's a very, I think. He sat down, took his time to explain, and he made strong points. Yeah, strong points, but I think I actually find it a little bit sentimental as well too. The coaching business all over the world is a very volatile one. They get fired and hired. That's it. Coaches get sacked after winning, Spanish La Ligas, after winning Champions League. Ancelotti won the La Decima for Real Madrid just last year, and it's not there anymore. That's the way, that's the nature of the game. You must give more. Exactly. It's highly, the performance level has to be very high, and we have other reasons why a coach can actually get sacked as well. So I don't really buy all that shaming our past and champions and all that, but I get his point though, but I don't buy it. So we'll see how it goes, Austin. We'll see how it goes. It's going to be it's going to be very interesting. It's ambition. If a coach wants, if an ex-international wants to be a coach, let's just wish him all the best. Yeah, just to round off, Austin, we have examples where we can fall back on and say, okay, this guy was a great player, but it turned out to be a very average or less than average coach. So it doesn't always translate. Being a great player doesn't always translate into being a great manager. So, but then if you don't get the chance, then we can't really say much. So we just wait and see what happens. That's it. And while we wait, we want you to keep doing the talking on Twitter and on Facebook, and you can also send us an email, sportsthismorning@channelstv.com. Let's move on quickly with the show now. Round of 32 matches at this year's Federations Cup. I must confess that this year the Federation Cup is getting interesting and more competitive. And the story everybody's talking about, Kukuruku
Dragons, can they continue their fairy tales? They've been giant killers this year at the Federation Cup. But quickly, let's just run through some of the fixtures. Round of 32, Enyimba will take on Remo Stars. That game we played in Benin. Heartland will play Sharks in Calabar. Sportland will play BJ Foundation in Abuja. Lobby Stars versus Niger Tornadoes will be played in Kano. Gateway will play El Kanemi. Kwara United will play ABU Zaria. And then Kukuruku Dragons from Edo State, they will take on Enugu Rangers in Ilorin. Let's see if they can actually stun the Nigeria Professional Football League team. Makwada will take on Nasarawa. Ifeanyi Uba Football Club will take on Bayelsa United. Aqua will take on Peacemakers. Wiki Torres will play Tornadoes. Julius Atete will play Prime FC. Abia Warriors will play Crown. And then Jalingo United will take on Dolphins. You see, it's going to be action in the Federation Cup round of 32. But also, just to let you know that the ladies are not left out of this one. They will also be playing. The big one is between Rivers Angels and COD Ladies. The women's competition, COD Ladies, being coached by former Super Falcons goalkeeper Anne Chejine. And remember, Rivers Angels is coached by Coach Edwin Okon. So you see, there will be some good football when those two teams meet. And Ibom Angels will play Confluence Queens, and then Bayelsa Queens will take on Beautiful. So I'll tell you, it's our own FA Cup, and then we love it when we see the upsets.
Yeah, no doubt. Perfect opportunity for these lower clubs to actually show their quality against the big sides. And I won't be surprised if at the end of the day, we see a few upsets.
That's it. I mean, we won't be talking so much about Kukuruku Dragons if they've not been, performing exploits. That's what the Federation Cup brings. Okay, let's go on a quick break now. When we come back, we spoke about Stephen G getting ready for a new challenge at the MLS. Frank Lampard is also getting set for another challenge at the New York City Football Club. We'll talk about it when we come back. Sports this morning. Stay.